camp. We are about to head out for some bear hunting. We got in about 4 a.m. last night and stayed the night at a buddy's land. Too tired to put up our tents, so we just threw our sleeping bags on the ground and slept there. So we got our stuff all set up and organized kind of. We're heading out to hunt some bear. We'll see you all on the trail.
All right, welcome to the bear hunt of 2023. This is me, Avery, with Kelton, Carson, and Ryan. We ran into these two guys right at the beginning of our first hunt. We got there, this is around, I think, noon. We were heading out to go get set up and stuff, but we ran into these guys. Carson knew them from last year. These guys hunt for weeks at a time. They stay out here, they bring their camper, huge ice chest full of meat and food, breakfast and drinks. It's pretty crazy. So there are some hardcore hunters, but they're out here to hunt some elk, and so they're giving us all these tips and tricks on how to hunt bear and what we need to be doing.
One was over, one was under.
That's hard.
Well, Clay was saying that the acorns aren't really ripe right now.
No, but there's a shitload of choke cherries through here.
Okay.
And that's all. It's all their shit. Every pile we find is full of choke cherries.
Yeah,
Has there been a bunch of piles up in here?
There's a few piles.
Were you all back in Bear Canyon?
Yeah, we were back in Bear Canyon, and every day there's another fresh another fresh So I think the place to sit is, before you climb, bear tracks all over, and I think you need to sit right there because I don't know how where they're coming from, if they're in this magic triangle down here or what they're doing.
We sat there last year, right here in this little saddle, just above where there's that water
but
leak.
I'm talking below, because every day there's fresh sign right at the bottom of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and looking back now, the 3-day hunt that we had, that is what we should have did every single morning and every single night until we shot a bear. I regret that a lot. This guy knew what he was talking about, and while I was standing there with him, I was like, oh yeah, we don't need your help, we know what we're doing. But in reality, we had no idea. These guys had a great idea of what we needed to do, and we didn't take them seriously, I guess. We had our own plans. But
cool.
Maybe next time.
Some shade. Just spread it out up there.
We'll bring you some bear meat.
All right, we'll have a fire tonight. Have you guys over, okay?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Here we are prepping for the field, walking up the field. I think it's around maybe noon, maybe 11 o'clock, somewhere right there, late morning. And so our idea was to get to a spot and like those guys said, get to a spot and sit down and or maybe just spook up a bear out of the woods. We didn't realize at this point that the best time to shoot a bear or to hunt bear is early morning or late evening. So our best bet right now was just to get out there, get familiar with the land, and maybe spook a bear. Good old Carson. I really could have. All right, so just going over the game plan. Kelton and I were going to team up, and Carson and Ryan are the other team. We were going to go one way, they were going to go the other, and so that's what we ended up doing. And so Kelton and I take off, and we are looking for some bear scat or berries, choke cherries, footprints, tracks, anything that gives us any kind of sign of bear. And so we're in this open gap on this field, and this is the place where we end up coming back to. So remember this clip, that view right there. It's very important. So here we are, just kind of discussing what to do, where to go, and looking for a spot to be. And so we decided to just keep on hiking. We passed by an A-frame, little house, and then kept on walking up the mountain over here. So here we are on this trail. There's a cool little creek right there beside us. Very dangerous, treacherous. One little slip and you are dead. No, just kidding. It's not that bad. There's Kelton falling behind. We're both out of breath. We're in pretty good shape, but you know how it be. But anyways, we made it to the top of the hill, so check it out.
Okay. We have been hiking for about 2 hours, and we saw some bear scat at the very bottom of the valley, and I don't think we've seen any on the way up. We're almost at the top of the hill, coming over Bear Canyon. Just in search. It's midday, like 3 o'clock. See, it's been about 2 hours since we've stopped. About 6 more hours of daylight. Nothing yet. We're really hoping we just come up on one in the middle of the woods. I think we're about to hit a water hole, and maybe they're at the water hole at the midday. We're still fairly new to bear hunting, so we're figuring it out as we go. But we got some beautiful scenery around here. Pretty crazy.
Get your binoculars.
You see something? What do you see?
It's either cows or bears.
Kelton may be delusional at this point. No, just kidding. He definitely saw some cows. I never saw them. I looked and looked, and I never even saw them.
How many do you see?
Oh, maybe 10.
After he said that, I kind of realized bears don't come in herds, so they're probably cows.
But Clay said he's seen bear out here midday, so.
Clay is a friend of Carson's.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
And he gave us a lead that he lives nearby. He has seen bears midday, so that was really giving us some hope. What the?
Okay, so we spotted some cows. I thought they were bears, but they're a herd of black cows. You can see their skinny legs. They don't have the full legs and hind legs like bears do. So
Big legs. Come on now.
definitely cows. We're gonna keep on moving. Entryway to the water hole is south, so we are gonna head over that way, and hopefully come across a bear. We do recognize it's midday, so we're just taking our time, cruising on in the hopes of finding a bear. We'll be out here all day. We got time.
Should have brought snacks.
And we don't have any snacks.
Yeah, we did not bring any snacks.
Right in. Find it again. It's right in here. It's Bear Canyon. Follow this ridge right here. We're here. So we're just gonna follow this trail right here. Come out to this rocky outcrop right here. Be able to look down in Bear Canyon. Maybe we can find a bear munching on some berries. Perfect.
Shout out to Carson for giving us the Onyx Hunts password and username. We all had it, so it was really good to have Onyx wearing GPS for us. All right, this is the top of the top. There's my gun right there. This is the top of the top, and we're overlooking Bear Canyon right now. And later, the next day, we end up coming to the bottom of this canyon a whole different way, and that was pretty cool. But they say that's a great spot for hunting bear. We just hiked up to the top of Bears Canyon. And we saw some scratches, some scat, a wasp nest. We saw evidence of a bear climbing a tree and scratching down a wasp nest, which is really, really cool. Got to the peak. It was going to be too far or too steep to go down. So we just decided to turn back around, retrace our tracks. We're headed to the field where we first started. That's where we're going to end the day right there, is just scout out that field until dark. And hopefully a bear comes out. That's our best chance right now. Then we'll hit it back in the morning and see what we can do. But let's see if we can hit a bear. I'm pumped up. Okay, so right here, as we're going off into the bottom of the mountain where we were, man, my scope is really zoomed in.
What it was. It sounded like it had hooves.
We spooked some kind of animal. We think it was an elk.
Well, it made
But I mean, it could have been a bear. We do not know. It sounded like it did have hooves, like it was something hard hitting the ground, and not like a soft palate, like a paw from a bear. But what do I know? I do not know
Snuck
anything.
up on something. All right. Something lives out here. It's either Sasquatch,
Yeah,
elk, moose, bear. That's what it was.
could have been Sasquatch.
I thought it only
Actually, where we were
sounded
staying, there was a real Sasquatch spotting. Near where we were.
What'd you do?
I think it stopped up.
It stopped up?
Yeah.
Colton's filtered water bottle stopped up.
No way.
It doesn't work?
No. Stopped up and last year, I guess.
I just tried Life Straw for the first time. I've had this thing for a couple years. Haven't used it, haven't had the chance to use it. But now I'm trying to survive in the woods. And it worked pretty good. It got some good tasting water. So.
Yeah, but it eventually stopped up too. I didn't like that thing. We went back to the spring and got some water. Our game plan is now to just sit here and wait for a bear to come in, and we're gonna shoot him. We refilled on water. We went to the creek, got some fresh spring water. It was pretty good. Now we're back to where we started. Just waiting. Kelton's on the right, I'm on the left. Here we go. This is the hill that Kelton and I and Carson and Ryan split up at. So we stopped right here, and Kelton and I looked for scat and bear tracks or berries, anything that's going to give a sign of a bear. So we made one big circle. We went up the hill, and then back down the hill, and now we're about or less than a mile away from our camp now. And so we're just dreaming of a bear to just walk across or walk down that big gap of open space, and we ended up finding something. So I actually had my camera off, or maybe the battery died. I can't remember why it wasn't recording, but I got a glimpse of him. So check it out. He came from the top. Yeah, I saw him. I was looking over here, and I saw a black streak just in the middle, just start working its way around. But I got a good catch with it with my binoculars. Man, dude, that's exciting. No. Yeah. Do you think he'll stay around here? I bet if he comes out, he's gonna be coming out right there. Is he shooter? No. I wouldn't shoot him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're doing the right thing. Let's just keep on waiting. I like it. Maybe we'll see that cub again, but if not, and then another bear comes out that's bigger, then we'll take it. Yeah. Well, sweet. So yeah, like you just heard, we saw a bear. My first bear I've ever seen in the wild. The bear was it was a little cub, all by himself. We think the mom was hiding or walking around through the woods, and the bear was kind of being immature and walking through the gap of the trees. But if he was bigger, we would have definitely taken a shot at it. It was really encouraging to see. It gave us a lot of hope and a big highlight of the trip right there for sure.
Saw that cub. That's really encouraging to see. Okay, we decided to call it quits for the day. It's getting dark here, and it'll be getting dark here in a second. We have pushed as hard as we can all day, traveling on foot. So we have seen one bear, one little cub. We're gonna pack our stuff up. We'll catch y'all tomorrow, all right? Bright and early. See if we can get us a black bear. Yeah, I could have swore there's gonna be a sow with that cub. I was like, if there's a cub, there's surely gonna be a sow.
Just waiting for that cub to come back. He's like, he's way ahead of mama. He's just up wandering around and he makes
Yeah. Yep. I don't know the age of when cubs go rogue.
Yeah. They should definitely still be with mama.
I
I don't know if they split up a little bit during the day sometimes.
yeah. I don't know either.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
There's the cabin, the A-frame, and so we went all the way back. You know how me and you went back that one day because we stopped and turned around? Yeah. We went all the way to the ridge of Bear Canyon. Okay. Like we were standing where that moose was. Dang. And then we turned around and came back, and it's like 4 miles. We were wondering where y'all went. We came back, and we came and got water about 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock maybe. And then we
Probably
just
4.
went back and sat at the edge of those trees right there so that we could see up
Yeah.
where those choke cherries were. And that cub like came down. I thought it was a coyote at first. And I was like, hey, where's the bear? And it was like it never stopped, it was like not trying to eat or nothing. And it just like came and we watched it for maybe 30 seconds. And then it just never, and I was like, all right, here comes the sow. Like, that mama's got to be right behind it. And she never saw her.
All
We
right,
sat there
guys.
for
Well,
another
thanks
2
for
hours
tuning in
and
for part
never saw her.
1. This is day 1 of the Colorado Bear Hunt 2023. Stay tuned for part 2.